everybody, Glenn Andrews here. Hey, thanks for joining me on the webinar the other day. I really appreciate it. I enjoy making those training videos for you. And since our last video we covered, here are some of the questions that I'm getting now. Okay, people want to know, the biggest pressing question is, how much do I have to spend? Okay, I understand that a lot of people are afraid to run Facebook ads or any kind of advertisement because they're afraid to lose money, or they've tried it in the past and they've failed. So what I wanted to cover here is what you would expect from a campaign when you create it in Facebook. Okay, some of the real numbers that you're going to see, what you can expect to pay per click, and all the metrics that you're going to need to hit in order to make this campaign successful. Of course, our whole goal here is trying to create a system that gives us consistent, reliable results every time we run it, so our business becomes more consistent and we get paid on a consistent basis. Okay, so that's what a system is all about. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the metrics that you're going to need to hit. Okay, so these are real world metrics. So if you are running campaigns right now, these are the metrics that you need to look at, to check, and to see if you're hitting these metrics, and if you're not, what's going wrong with the campaigns. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with the ascension model. Okay, so what you're going to want is a 1% click-through rate. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put it down here because it's going to be the same for this one. Click-through rate. Okay? Okay, this is your landing page. This is where you're going to have your lead magnet for this specific system. Okay, this should get 40% opt-in rate. Okay, so 40% opt-in rate here. Then the people who opt in hit this thank you page. Okay, they're redirected to a thank you page immediately with a self-liquidating offer. Okay, this is going to be, you need to get a 10% conversion rate. Con rate. Okay. All right. And then you send them through an indoctrination series, and then you're taking them to the next step. Okay, that's going to be consistent with the lead magnet, the self-liquidating offer, and the next step here is your next product or service. And this also should convert at 10% as well. Okay, so your conversion rate. All right, so that's that model. Here is the webinar model that we're going to cover. Okay, 1% click-through rate. They're going to hit this landing page. This is where you have a webinar registration page, and this should convert at 20%. Okay, if you're at 18, 19, 20, or above, you're good. Okay, then you're taking them through an email sequence. Okay, this is very important, the email sequence, in order to get 50% of the people who opt in on your registration page to get them to the webinar. Okay, completely different if you're running an evergreen webinar where people can view the training immediately. But if not, make sure your email sequence is solid. Okay, so out of the 50% of the people who watch the webinar, 20% of those people are going to get on a call with you. Okay, these are the numbers you're striving for. And then out of the 20% of the people who get on a strategy call with you, you're going to convert 20% of those. Okay? So these are real numbers. Okay? And what's great about knowing these numbers is you know immediately if you're not getting a 1% click-through rate here, your ad copy is off, your image is off, or you're in front of the wrong audience. If you're not getting a 40% conversion rate when people hit these landing pages, or 20% in this case, then you know the landing page copy isn't strong enough, or it's not congruent with the ad. All right? Same with the 10% conversion rate. If people are hitting this page and they're not converting, then you need to strengthen that video sales letter. Same with the webinar. If you're not getting 50% of the people to the webinar, then you have a problem here. You need to strengthen that email sequence up to entice people to get on that webinar. All right? Same with the strategy call. And that's what I love about knowing your metrics before you ever run a campaign. This way, you know exactly what you need to fix if you're not hitting these numbers. Okay? It makes it pretty simple. Okay, so now what we want to do is, for everybody who has run a campaign, the stressful part about it is, I'm spending money, I'm not getting the results I want, I'm going to shut my ads off, right? That's kind of what we do. We turn them on, we turn them off, we turn them on, we turn them off. We try this, we try that, nothing seems to work, right? So these numbers are going to help you stop from doing that, okay? You want to just look at the data, let the data tell you what to do, and you don't have to worry about, making your decisions on your emotions, by your emotions, okay? So once we start a campaign, let's just say for this campaign up here, we get 500 clicks. And we're going to use the same numbers on both just to keep it simple, okay? So this will be 500 clicks here as well. And I'll do these separately just so you don't get confused. I'm probably going to need a calculator. All right, so what's the worst case? What's the worst case Facebook's going to charge you per click? I'm going to say worst case, depending upon your niche. Let's just say you're going to get charged $5 per click, meaning you're going to spend $2,500 right out of the bat to get people to this landing page. Okay, so if you have 500 clicks and you're getting 40% opt-in rate, that's 200 people you're getting to this landing page here. So we're getting 200 people to this landing page, and it's converting at 40%. Okay, so that means out of the 200 people that hit that landing page, they're going to hit this thank you page. So that's going to give you a 10%, which is 20 people are going to convert here. Okay, you're going to get 20 people to convert on your self-liquidating offer. Let's just say that this is just a simple $10 offer. All right, these are real world numbers. This is what most people are using. Okay, then you sign up through an indoctrination serum, and then you have your next product or service that you're offering, which is also going to convert at 10%. So if you have 20 people and it converts at 10%, that's just 2 people. 2 people or 2 sales. And let's just say your next step offer is really cheap. It's $39. Okay? So 39 times 2, $78 here. Okay, if you have 20 people that convert off of 10, that's $200 you're going to make up here. So your total is $278. Okay, pretty far off from from the ad spend, right? This is what really gets people nervous, and this is why you can understand why people would turn their ads off, right? What if we took this text ad and graphic ad and turned it into a video? Okay, because we know video is, you're getting a lot cheaper clicks than you are with the text and graphic because most people aren't using them, right? So let's just say worst case scenario, you're going to be paying 50 cents. That's worst case scenario. So if you're getting 500 clicks at 50 cents, what is that, $250? You can see the difference here. You've actually made money as opposed to losing a lot of money. Okay, so big difference. And that's 50 cents. You could probably get a lot lower than 50 cents for videos. So that makes a big difference in making money and losing money up front. Of course, if you're dialed in on your back end, this isn't going to make a difference really anyways, even though you should try and always get that $5 a click per click down. Now, the next one. Okay, you have an ad, it's converting at 1% click-through rate. You get 500 clicks here. 500 clicks times 20%. 500 times 20%. That's 100 people that register for your webinar. Okay? Now, so you have 50% of the people that get to this webinar. That means that you're only getting 50 people here. Okay? If you take 20% of 50, which is your strategy call, right? That's only 10 people that get on a call with you. And 2 people would become clients. Okay? So let's say, what are you going to be charging here to get somebody that big result, right? You're going to be charging at least $2,000, right? Should be more than that, but that's going to be your worst case scenario. So right off the bat, if you have 500 clicks and you're getting $5 per click, you got a $2,500 ad spend, and you've made $4,000. Okay? So you can see right off the bat that you're okay here. Now, if you went with video here, you could probably bring this down as well. But that's the scenario that you're going to face, and these are the real numbers that you'll be looking at when you run an ad campaign. And knowing these metrics down here, all those opt-in rates and your conversion rates, those are going to really help you when you run these campaigns, the system, when you set it up, and you push people through it, you'll know exactly what's working and what's not working. Okay, so these are the real world numbers that you're going to see. And if you want help setting this up in your business so you can get more consistent sales, more clients on a consistent basis, so your income's more consistent, I'd love to help. I'd love to talk to you about your business and possibly help you set this up in your business. All right? Click the button below this video and you can schedule a strategy call with me, and we'll discuss your business then. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. Take care.